Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Will West Show, where we're going to recap Daredevil. And spoiler alert, people, just warning you now, because I had to spoil season 1 to kind of know where we left off before the season started, and just some of the elements in season 2 have to be spoiled for me. Spoiler alert. Those who are not initiated, Matt Murdock is a blind lawyer. A young man was blinded in a terrible accident, but with that he gained some superpowers. He's been trained as a ninja, and he's kind of a badass by night. And by day, he's a lawyer with his best friend, Foggy Nelson. He's going to join up with 3 more later on with all the Netflix series to create the Defenders. And yeah, that's like the brief overlook, the brief origins of Daredevil. Season 1 covers the origin, the little brief stuff I just mentioned about like how that all happened to him. He's trained in boxing as a child by his father, battling Jack Murdock. There's a bunch of Easter eggs to other Marvel characters that he's fought, like the Absorbing Man, and some mobsters that were involved with him. Because Jack Murdock was like tough muscle and would like fix fights with the mob. Then one day he just said, "I'm not having it," and they like killed him in the boxing ring. Along with that, the main season is just Foggy and Murdock opening their law firm. They meet Karen Page immediately in the first episode. She's like one of their first cases. And they make it like a mission statement to just always try to get the innocent clients. They don't want to work for the mob, be corrupt like all the other lawyers in New York City. And from there, the main villain comes into play, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. We don't see him till like the 3rd or 4th episode, but like his presence has felt like he just sends his assistant to like get all the other crew together here, and he's like, "Oh, hey, like where is? Hey, whoa, guys, we don't talk about him." And just his presence is felt similar to Kilgraves and Jessica Jones. Just great casting there with Vincent D'Onofrio. Like he's so like there's something boiling inside of him. Like he's so awkward. Just he's a great villain. I am not doing him justice, but you need to watch it to see what I'm talking about. There's a great performance there. And yeah, he's probably one of the better Marvel villains, like besides Loki and maybe a few others. I don't know. Along with that, there's some ninjas. The Yakuza are another threat for Daredevil. We find out as a young man when he's first discovering his powers, he's trained by like a martial arts expert named Stick, who is also blind. Helps him get his radar under control and like his hearing. With that, we get some like Easter eggs about why Hell's Kitchen is the way it is. Apparently, it was one of the main areas hit in the Battle of New York. We hear stuff about a Greek called Elektra, and those are the main Easter eggs from season 1. But yeah, it was an overall great season. Daredevil ends up beating and putting the Kingpin in prison. I am so weird. So season 2 picks up definitely after some time, after season 1, and there's a bunch there's a power vacuum, like all the mobs and like crime organizations are trying to take over, and Daredevil ain't having it. There's like an awesome leader of his mess and thinking, "Hey, like this is doing good, life's great, Karen kind of likes me, yeah, things are going great." And then Frank Castle comes to mess that all up. That's right, you've seen the previews. We've all heard about John Berthal being cast as Punisher, and he's here to wreck shop on all these gangs with them. But he takes it a step further. He's killing. He's like the most extreme version of Batman. If you don't know about Frank Castle, like it's tackled in the season, but his main origin is he was a Marine, went to war, comes back. There's some like shady dealings going on with some mobsters and some of his former buddies, and his family gets killed in the crosshairs, and he just like loses it and wants revenge on whoever did this. Even if someone had like this much to do with it, like he'll straight up kill you, like the person like who like was there pulling the trigger. Like he does not give a fuck. I think that's the first time I've actually officially cussed in one of my videos, but like he doesn't give a fuck. He'll kill you. He's definitely a bigger threat for Daredevil. But yeah, Punisher. His first few episodes, the first one, Daredevil kind of gets his ass handed to him, but it's only because he gets like shot in the head and his armor can't completely take it. So he's just like out for the count, messes up with his powers. Um, and then even some moral battles. There's a great episode, I think it's the third or fourth one, where Frank Castle has Daredevil tied up to the chimney, similar to a comic storyline I have not read personally, but I know all the fans went nuts about this, saying like, "Oh, you're just one bad day away from being me. Like you're just a half measure. You gotta go fully all the way and kill them. They can't, like, they gotta be done. Like I gotta know, like they're done. They can't get back on the street again because that's all you're doing. You're just putting them back out there. They're both battling it out." And to follow that up, there's a scene similar to, I believe people are calling it the Old Boy scene, which is like this on crack, I think the producers have said, and it is bananas. Like, I don't want to spoil it because it's that awesome. Like, just watch it. Like, I will say this, Daredevil doesn't have complete access to his hands, and he beats the shit out of, like, a whole biker gang. There, I said it. I warned you, there's spoilers here. That, the Punisher storyline kind of gets, like, semi-resolved. We hear a little bit more about him, about, like, what happened in this version, the Marvel Cinematic Universe of what happened to him, about his kids. It was, like, a heartbreaking scene where he talks about his daughter. Like, I got choked up a little bit. John Bernthal was probably one of my favorite actors who's played him, because I'm not really opposed to Warzone and the Thomas Jane Punisher. That might be blasphemy, but sue me. And wraps up, sort of, Elektra comes into play, which is she's Matt's ex, also an assassin. We found out a little bit more about her, and while Frank Castle is being dealt with by the court systems, and this assistant DA, Reyes, who she was kind of set up in Jessica Jones, Matt and Elektra kind of caused some mischief against the Roxxon Corporation, which I was finally glad to see, like, the faces behind this Roxxon Corporation, because they've hinted at them here and there, and I know, like, there's been, like, some meddlings with them and Agent Carter and S.H.I.E.L.D., but I haven't really seen, like the villains or, like, who's behind what or doing what. And apparently there's some Yakuza that Matt missed in his vigilante work as Daredevil, so they're taking him down, and apparently she's giving him a big payday for the law firm, so Matt's like, why not? Some things I can say about Elektra, I'll just say it right now. The actress of the cast is beautiful. She's gorgeous. I wish you could see her because she's wonderful. Besides that, she's like that toxic relationship. She's like the yin to Matt's yang. Like, she's also a killer. It's like a bloodlust. Like, she can't control. Matt tries to bring her down several times, but it doesn't work. And we find out later that the Yakuza is the hand thing that everybody was, like, clamoring for at the end of last season, going, "Oh, Naboo, not Naboo, this isn't Star Wars, but Nobu, that's the hand, we're freaking out." But that's who ends up, like, having their hands in the rocks, who actually has their hand in the Roxxon Corporation. And apparently they're after this weapon called the Black Sky. I'm not going to spoil what that is, because that's kind of a big twist. Very cool stuff. And Stick comes to save the day at some point and kind of, like, give Matt more backstory on the hand, explaining that, oh, I've been, like, fighting this war with them forever, and now I'm doing weird voices similar to Nicolas Cage. I might just do the rest of the view like this. I'm Stick, and I was the chased, and the hand, they tried to kill everybody, and I was like, I'm not having that. I'm getting the band back together. There's another awesome episode, because Punisher case ends up getting blown up by the Punisher himself. Like, they were doing great. Matt and Foggy were sticking up for him, going like, oh, like, hey, all this stuff happened to him with his family. We even have, I think, from the DC Universe, talking good for him, because Clancy Brown makes an appearance. If you don't know who that is, he's been Lex Luthor. He's also been a general in The Flash. It was just cool to see him in this as well. And then the Punisher just goes nuts, going, "Oh no, I'll do it again. I'll kill everybody." So we'll go to prison, and at that point, one of the biggest reveals ever: Kingpin is back. The Punisher meets with him face to face in prison, and apparently Fisk catches wind that this guy who is the kingpin of prison had hands in the whole Punisher murder thing, and he said, "Hey, like, I'm gonna help you get out of jail, and you're gonna help me kill this guy because he's kind of in my way. You do this, and I'll help you get out. It's mutually beneficial for both of us. Deal?" And he's like, "Oh, you're a criminal, whatever, but yeah, so you're helping me get this guy." Goes in there, finds out he's right. At first, I thought like Kingpin was lying, and it's like, Kingpin, this is obviously just a power play. Like, you're manipulative. We've seen what you've done last season, but nope. Turns out he was right. Punisher obviously kills the guy, gets snuck out, and Matt Murdock goes in to interrogate him. And there's another great scene with the Kingpin just like and him like going at it like verbally, and then Matt Murdock knows how to get under his skin and goes like, "Hey, what about like your wife, Vanessa, whatever?" Like just like threatening her, and Fisk just like rips off his handcuffs and just shakes him, going, "Ah!" He just goes nuts and just yells at him like, "Ah! Like, you don't you dare bring her up! I'll kill you! Like, I'm gonna kill that fucking Nelson too!" He's like, "No, you don't get him into this!" And just like shit goes down in the prison. Last few episodes set up more of the Black Sky thing, and Stick, Daredevil, and Elektra are about to fight this war. And yeah, I don't want to spoil what happens for everyone, so I'm going to give you fair warning right now. I'll give you enough time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turns out the Black Sky is Elektra. We get some more backstory on her. We get some more backstory on her as a child. Like, she's had this bloodlust even when she was like a wee little lass. Why am I talking like that? Anyway, we also get some more backstory on the Punisher. Turns out there was like some crazy heroin deal going on with the old Clancy Brown general that was with Frank Castle in the war, and this blacksmith character, and another guy that went to war with the Punisher. Karen Page tries to talk him down, saying like, "Frank, like, you're better than this. You're not insane. Don't kill this guy. Like, there is redemption left." And he's like, "No, like, go away. Like, I'm gonna do this regardless." And like, they do that thing like in movies and TV shows where you think he's gonna like turn and start being good, but if you know the Punisher, there's no redemption for him. He's gonna kill this guy. Shoots him, makes his full comic costume. So all you fans can fanboy out that you will eventually see that. I mean, you've seen the posters. You're going to see it in here. But back to Elektra and Daredevil. They end up fighting the Hand, and even though she was the Black Sky weapon, she goes against it. She changes her destiny, so to say, and they're fighting. I'm doing fine. And Matt's about to get killed, and something I know about Elektra, she dies. She gets stabbed by one of the ninjas. Matt gets super pissed, goes apeshit on him, and like he's surrounded. Like there's no way he's gonna win this fight. And then Punisher comes like with a Gatling gun and just like blows people the ninjas up. And like he fights Nobu and like just like throws him over a building. And like everyone thinks like, "Oh hey, like Punisher was right. He was one bad day away from killing someone." No, we see him get up, and then to save Daredevil from actually killing somebody, Stig ends up slicing the dude's throat and like stabbing him through the heart and just making sure he's dead. And so Matt's clean of killing someone. And there's a lot of cliffhangers left open. I'm not going to spoil those. Those are for you to watch. But yeah, Daredevil, both seasons are great. I'd give each of them a 5 out of 5. If you haven't watched them already, go for it. I hope I gave them justice here. If not, go in the comments. Tell me what I missed, what I should be talking about instead. And if you like what you see here, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, and just remember, when there's a will, there's a way. Oh, hey guys, thanks for still watching. As you heard past Will say, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But I'm going to give you a little update of what I'm going to be doing this week. Batman vs. Superman's coming out. If you're in the know about DC Comics or the movies, you know it's coming out. So I thought for this week we would do... Not we. I would end up doing a little bit of DC week, maybe like animated features, talk about the Berlanti universe, since I think that's coming back, about where we're at. And yeah, I don't know which ones I'm tackling, so don't be mad if I didn't talk about the thing you wanted me to talk about. I could always do it again when Suicide Squad comes out. And yeah, that's about it. But things I'm thinking about reviewing and talking about are Wonder Woman, Justice League Gods and Monsters. I'm catching up on Supergirl, and I'm actually kind of liking it. I think Flash comes back this week. Hating Gotham, I could just shit on Gotham all day. But yeah, you tell me what you want to see. In the comments, say, hey, Will, talk about this DC project, or talk about that. Talk about Smallville at some point. I don't know. You tell me. And just remember, when there's a will, there's a way. Thanks for watching.